Hey YouTube, Rando here. So we finally decided we're going to go ahead and do the video on our complete bug out bag. This is just about as complete as it's ever been. The only thing I want to change out in this is the tent. I do want a better sleep system, so a sleeping pad and a tent's the only thing that I'm going to add to this, and I will take out the tent that's actually in here. I would pull out. Weight on this pack, last time I weighed it, it was 26.5 pounds. I've changed a few things around, but not much. If anything, I added a little bit of weight, so we're going to call it a 30-pound pack, just to be safe. So if you bought everything that was here and built this pack exactly how I have it, you'd be carrying less than 30 pounds. Cost, guns and ammo in this pack, right around $630. Content of the pack, and that includes everything on the outside, blades, everything. It's about $487. You're probably looking at about, let's see, I wrote it down, let's not say about, $1,117. Now, that's saying some of this stuff I got for free. I didn't pay that. If I traded a $20 item for a $30 item, I went ahead and put down $30, because that's what it would cost for you to buy that. So I wanted to get the price just right there of what it should cost. So we're going to say roughly, we'll say $1,100 to $1,200, somewhere in there. For me, it was $1,117, but again, I didn't pay that full price. I probably have, I don't know, about $1,000 into the pack the way it sits. So let's go over the content. First thing on the outside, same machete I've always carried. It is the Gerber Gator Jr. Let's see, we'll just go over everything on the outside of the pack. This is the Leatherman Wingman. Okay. And by the way, that price includes every bullet, every piece of cordage, everything I have into the pack. Everything I have in the pack, rather. This is the Maxim Canteen kit. It's a lid, the actual canteen itself, something to boil water in here. We have the cup, and it'll come out. It's a tight fit with all this stuff in this canteen cover. We have the stove and the cup itself. The blade is a, oh hell, it doesn't say, a Magnum. I want to say this is the Highlander. The Highlander, Ranger, hell, I can't remember. One of them. I do have a little pry bar here so I don't have to waste my knife. It's really light, it's not heavy, so it doesn't add much weight to the pack. Let's see. That's everything on the outside of the pack. Besides, I do have some tarp clips with the bungee cords. My old bug out bag that I showed, we tested it, and everything that was on the outside of the pack on the sides kept hanging up on everything. So I took all the packs off, bought a larger bag, and then just put all the packs actually inside the bag instead of hanging on the outside of the bag. So I carry a thicker bag, so I am going to have to find a place to put these, but it's 4 tarp clips, bungee cords. It's got the bungee cords built in with the tarp clips built in. Go through this first pocket. I have a UST stuffed full of tinder in the bottom of it here. I have some UCO stormproof matches. We have, let's see, 60 rounds of 22 long rifle. This is the 325 cord. It's paracord, 50 feet of it, but it's the 325 instead of the 550. And we have some 550 cord that's usually on here. It's a bracelet, and it's actually a lot of paracord. It's probably about 25 feet. Here's some electrical tape. I like the electrical tape. It works well. Wrapped around a pencil. A little bit of duct tape wrapped around a cord. Hope I'm getting all this in frame. Compressed towels. I carry a lot of compressed towels in here. They work well. We have some nylon fishing string. Like crab string is pretty much what it is. Net string. We have some greased bank line. I carry a lot of different kinds of cordage because I seem to use a lot of cordage. More greased bank line, pack that's actually been open, started to be used on, because we do test our pack. Shot cord, I use this for my, it's my ammo pouch that goes onto my hunting pack, and I use this stuff on it. Usually when I go hunting, I take this pack with me, just to kind of play around with a little bit. It's a gun tool. And then the string to the fishing yo-yo, but I have plenty of string to rig up the fishing yo-yo I carry in here. That's it for that one. This very front pack is all electronics. I believe I've showed this before, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on it. Yeah, that's everything in that pouch. I have it all set up in a dry bag here, keep everything nice and dry. I have two USB chargeable micro-talks, Cobra micro-talks, walkie-talkies, two-way radio. And then this has, it's kind of tight in there too. This is my charge pack. It's a solar panel. There's a battery bank down in here with 4 AA's and 4 AAA's, and then I have 4 18650s in there, and a flashlight that takes this one will take AAA or 18650s. The AA's I just use as a battery bank to charge my cell phone off of or whatever. And this is the Goal Zero Guide 10 Plus setup. We have a little cheap lens addict compass. I really would like to replace it with a better one, but this would work in a bond. Set that to the side. There it is. I keep a lot of fishing stuff in here. We're right on the coast. This is the fishing pin reel, and then just a rod rather, and then I have just a little reel to go on it. Reel doesn't work very well, but the rod does. Show you, it's a little telescopic rod there. This video may be a little bit longer than I anticipated. I'm trying to get through it. We have some Orgel, good numbing agent. Let's see, Coughlin's biodegradable. No, this is the Camp Suds biodegradable. Concentrated camp soap. You can use it as shampoo, laundry soap, dish soap, whatever you got. This stuff right here is good stuff, and it's biodegradable, so you're not going to kill the environment. This is an all-weather, grabber all-weather blanket that I just wrap some cordage around to keep it nice and tight in there. Don't open all up and infringe on everything else. I'm starting to run out of room to put stuff. Lots of zip ties. These are the heavy-duty zip ties. They have the actual little stainless steel clips inside of them. These things are a lot better than the plastic ones. Work great. Some quick still stuff speaks for itself off patched radiators. Right now I'm rolling on a patched transmission line with that stuff, so I do keep a little bit of bait in here, some extra string, some weight, stuff like that. Little pocket fishing kit I made. We got 3 fishing yo-yos. That's probably overkill. Although, 3's better than 2. Just a little bit of added extra weight. These aren't real heavy. I think they're actually like galvanized aluminum or something. They're pretty light. They're not heavy. This is a sink. It's a little camp sink. It does take up a little bit of room, but again, it's really light, so you're not adding any weight. It just folds up and sits inside this pouch. It unfolds, and I think it's a gallon. Maybe it'll hold a little over a gallon of water, somewhere in there. And this is kind of my cleanup pouch, by the way, and like my hygiene pouch, more or less. This is a GT Tactical headlamp. you know, hands-free light. And it takes the AAAs as well. I do have some in here, some extra, and then I have some in here turned around. Again, that's probably overkill with the batteries because I do have rechargeable AAA batteries in my solar setup that I showed, but you never know. Little knife sharpener is a cheap one. I really need to replace it with a decent one. Let's see. I have a WD-40 pen. Being on the coast, that really comes in handy. Toothbrush. This is some bug spray that is gear safe, DEET free. This is some good stuff right here. It actually works. This is a Right in the Rain pad, a pencil, just a backup pencil, I guess, because I already have one, with some little bit of duct tape wrapped around it. And then this is a sewing kit with a cell needle, a straight needle, and a mattress needle. And then I've got probably, I think it's three spools of thread wrapped around there. Rain poncho. Let's see, I do have 4 tent stakes. These are actually kind of heavy. They probably will get removed if I had to. I guess I could use sticks or something. Some more bullets, and I got them in this watertight container in case everything else does get wet. I have these. The other one's wearing a medicine bottle. That should stay nice and sealed as well. So this is socks. Keep an extra pair of socks in here. I hate for my feet to get wet. And then I have some toilet paper wrapped up in here. It's really compressed toilet paper. And I carry a little bit of toilet paper. I got a big family, so I carry a little bit extra. And again, it's the kind that's really compressed together. There's not much wasted space there with these. Let's see. Baby wipes with a cotton bandana. Some more compressed towels. I told you I got more in here as well. They're actually really light and they don't take up a whole lot of space. You can see these things come in handy to clean up with, whatever. Got 2 packs of those. I have I want to say it's the 35 gallon, 40 gallon, somewhere in there. Black trash bag, thing of toothpaste. This is the SOL 2-person bivvy. Carry one of those. Let's see. Then I have an emergency sleeping bag, Mylar sleeping bag. I probably could take this out of the box and save some space, but I don't want it to get all messed up. I just leave it in here like this. Let's see. Deck of UST survival plan cards. There's some good survival tips on these things. Trying to keep everything under the view. This is a little folding trowel shovel is what I call it. This is the SE. It does come with a little pouch as well. You can take this out of your pack and put it on your belt. I don't know how well that sheath would hold up, but I use these often in my camp pack as well. It's just a little orange bag. These things will hold a lot of weight, so you can fill them with twigs, wood, whatever you happen to be gathering, and it compresses really small. And literally, I mean, I guess not literally, but these don't take up much space or add any weight to your pack. So, and then I have my gloves, and you can see I use my gloves. These probably need to be replaced. They're getting kind of old, chewed up. You can see right there on that finger. These things get used a lot. I like them. It's mechanics gloves, and I'm a mechanic, and I never use gloves to work on anything. So I took my gloves and threw them in my pack, and I've been buying them now for about 3 or 4 years. They're good little gloves. Whenever they get worn out, I just replace them. I think they were like $4 or $5 on eBay. I keep a spare set of glasses. Now this isn't added into the price because you may not wear glasses, but I keep a spare set in here just in case. This is my water filter kit. It's got a stainless steel cup, water filter, some drink pouches. I showed this on a recent video, so I'm not going to open it up and go into it, but it's got the Sawyer Mini and a bunch of other little items in here to go with the water filter. Here I keep a road atlas, United States, and then I keep a Texas map in here, and then I keep some local maps between here and my secondary bug out look. This is an orange vest. It's really just an orange piece of plastic. They put them on you whenever you do road work or whatever, and I have one of these just so if I had to signal for help, that's just one more thing somebody could see. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this bag right here is the G for Free bag. It's about 40 bucks on Amazon. It's been a pretty good little bag. The zippers aren't really heavy duty, and the zipper pulls they put on them are trash, so you may as well replace all those. But these right here will break off really easy. But this has been a good little pack so far. This is the SE tube tent. This is really what I want to replace in the pack more than anything is the tube tent. I want an enclosed tent, so I want to go with a good sleep system. This is, and I'm not going to open it, but you can hear the ammo in there. There's 25 rounds of 380 and then the DB 380 in here. I've done a review on this. Good little gun. I don't like carrying it. I was EDCing it. I went back to the Burst of Thunder. Not a bad gun though. I threw it in here just so I could have some kind of self-defense in case something happens to my main carry or my backup carry. Then I have an extra pistol to put on me. This is a trauma kit. This is for, major injuries. Rather, it's got a tourniquet kit in here. It's got a small suture kit. It's got a little surgical kit in here. It's got all kinds of stuff in here that I don't know how to use, but maybe somebody else does. So I do carry it just in case it does take up a lot of room, not a lot of weight. The scissors and the scalpels is what's heavier than anything in here, but I've showed this on a previous video as well, so I'm not going to really go into it. And then I do have a regular first aid kit in here that I got from Live for Wild. Sent me this. I won his contest. It's been a long time ago. This was just what I carried my medicines in, or medications, and just all kinds of little stuff. There's some bandages in there. I believe there's a Mylar blanket. In case somebody goes into shock, something like that, it's all right there with you. But it's more for small injuries, really. This is some more wipes, and then there's them damn compressed towels. Again, this is the Coleman version of the compressed towels. It's a tube of them in there. I love them things. And you can reuse them. I mean, you don't throw them away the first time you use them unless they get really nasty. Extra pair of socks. Again, got to keep my feet dry. This is a tube of 22 ammo I'd put together for my hunting pack. I just threw it in here because I tore the hunting pack apart. It's waterproof. This tube's melted on both ends. You can blow it on one end and nothing comes out the other end. I've dunked it underwater. It's just a little vinyl tube, kind of the same thing they do with the straws, but I did it on a larger scale. This is my stove kit. This is just the Esbit stove filled with the Esbit fuels. Kind of hear them rattling around in there a little bit. I've showed this on a previous video, so again, I'm not going to go into it. I'm trying to keep the video kind of short. Looks like it's already kind of long, but then this is some spare fuels for the Esbit stove, some matches, striker. Let's see, I think that's it. Now this is my rifle. Again, I carry all the ammunition and the gun inside of a Coughlin's dry bag, just in case my entire pack gets dunked underwater or something. My rifle and my electronics should be okay. This is the rifle I've chosen. We switched it up. We were going with the Takedown 1022. This is the AR-7 Henry survival rifle. It's got everything built into the stock of it. The barrel, the receiver, everything's in here. Both magazines fit in there. And then I carry 200 rounds of ammunition for this. So altogether, I probably have close to 300 rounds of 22 in here. And those are just cheap bulk Remington. These are the Calibri, the Hummingbirds. They're ultra quiet. It sounds like the gun's silenced when you shoot these out of it. Essentially turns it into a 22 pellet gun. I mean, it's just ultra quiet, but very deadly on small game, so it would work well with small game. And if I ever use this to hunt, let's face it, I'm not going after anything big. And then this is some, I always forget how to pronounce it, Ely match ammunition. This is like competition rounds that are great for hunting, especially if you're hunting with any kind of distance. These are some bad boys, and actually I think that's vice versa. Yeah, because these are heavy. So these are the, no, because these aren't the same size. I don't know. There's 100 rounds of silent and there's 100 round of hunting in there. So I believe that's it. Like I said, it wasn't too badly priced. We spaced it out over time, and we've changed a lot out since we did our first bug out bag video. God, that was probably about 4 years ago, and it was crap. I mean, it was decent enough that it would have worked for a day or two, but I wanted to keep adding to the pack and make it better, and I think I've refined it to where I want it now. It's still a little bit heavy. Not gonna lie, it kind of hurts the shoulders with the bag a little bit, so I would like to change the bag out and the tin out, but that would be maybe the compass too. So there's a few things I would change out, but there's not much I'm going to change about the pack from this point on. So if we do another video, we'll just be showing you what we're adding to the pack, or show you the little items we do change out. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.